In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at one of Photoshop's neural filters, which is basically it's machine-based learning where they analyze hundreds and thousands of images to come up with likely colors in a black and white image. So this is one neural filter. Um, Before I dive in, I want to point out that my workspace is set to Photoshop Essentials. So the way my workspace looks here with this area over here and the tools, that is why. So now that I've got this image opened up, I'm going to go over here to Filter and go down here to Neural Filters. It's also showing at the top, but that's because I recently used it. It will Photoshop will place at the very top of a stack the most recent tool you've used when you're in the filter settings. But I need to go down here to Neural Filters. So now it takes a second to load and a dialog box comes up. So here's what we're going to take a look at. We're going to go down here, and I do want to point out that some of these features, you have to download them to your local computer. But in this instance, we're going to go to Colorize, and we're just going to click it on here. And by default, it's going to make these changes in a new layer, which is pretty good, because if you're going to fool around with another black and white image that you have, it's nice that it's going to create this on a new layer. So let's just start out with, let's click OK, and we can see that it's added this to a new layer right here. And it did a pretty good job picking up suggested colors. But actually, let's go back because I'm going to show you a really fun extension that it has here. So let's go to Neural Filters again. And we're going to go to Colorize, but we're not going to stop there. We're going to see in tiny little print here, it says click to edit focal point. So how does that work? So let's just say that I really want this sky here to be, I'm thinking it needs to be more purple. So over here, I'm going to just pull this up here and I'm going to go to some purple color here and I'm going to click OK. And now down here, I want it to be wider. I want it to take on a wider area. So I can sort of take that sky and make it sort of purple. And I can continue to go on down the rabbit hole here. I can click on the bear and I can then, now that I've indicated the area in Photoshop that I want to change, I'm going to click on that existing color that's set and I'm going to make this, maybe I'll make it, I don't know, orange or red and click OK. And now you can see that it has added red to that shirt. Now I can, depending on what I want to do, I can have it spread that color so it's a wider area, or I could make it smaller. I could go over here to the castle, the little tower here. Boom, let's see, click there. And I could make that red too, but I could take it a smaller area. So it's going to actually take a little smaller area. So go down the rabbit hole and have fun with this image or take another black and white image and have fun colorizing it. And again, see it's on a second layer. I do want to point out that if you want to replace this with another black and white photo, that's great. You just need to make sure that the image is set to RGB. It's really important. This filter will not work unless your image is set to RGB. So have fun transforming either this photo or another photo using the Colorize neural filter in Adobe Photoshop.